A beautiful Wednesday morning in the city of Lagos. Today is the 27th day in the month of November. For those of you who don't know, November has just 30 days. So in the next 30 days, November will be saying bye to us. Welcome to Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. Family and Value is a show where we discuss everything that has to do with your family, my family, your relationship, the society at large, controversial topics, some topics that you don't even know that you should have a knowledge about it. On the show, we talk about it. And this is the first time you're seeing my face. My name is Princess Joy Ayo Abu. It promises to be a very wonderful show this morning. And I want to quickly say this, something happened to me on my way to work where, these people, they are always playing smart. I lost 700 naira just like that because some people decided to be smart. Now, what am I saying? In trying to make ends meet, do not rob others of their own money because everybody works hard for their money, So the fact that somebody gets into your vehicle and you run away with the person's shit, because I see it as you ran away with my money, So I know, and people will say, yes, that's happened to me before. Please, we shouldn't only blame the government. We should start from ourselves. That's what family is all about. When you start from yourself, integrity starts from within you, then it flows into the society. What are you telling others about yourself? What does your integrity speak for you? It's very important. You should start asking yourself those questions. What does your integrity say about you? What can people actually say about you at your back? It's not all the time people talk bad about you. People would definitely say good things about you. And it shouldn't be until when somebody dies before you start saying the good things. Sometimes a conversation will happen and they say, no, this particular person can't do this. That's because you've shown a level of integrity and sincerity. So please, in carrying out your duties for today, remember that integrity starts from the home front. It's not learnt in the society, it's learnt from the home. That's when home bringing and home training comes to play. All right, if you're just joining us, we are streaming on our YouTube page. In July when I was shouting, I said my birthday gift will be go to YouTube and just be subscribing, and I shouted all the way into September. People, hey! You see, now for those of you that gave me birthday gifts and followed me, you don't have problem now, So we are streaming on our YouTube page, and yes, please download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. And to my Star Times family, we are saying thank you for always being there. We love you, we appreciate you. That's what family is all about. When I'm looking all radiant, beautiful, and laughing, this morning somebody said, Joy, what's the secret? I said, the secret is my name. The secret is my name. The smile is my name because joy is my name. Ayo, that's my name, yes. But this morning I have my beautiful partner. By now you should know when I start hyping like this, you know who next I'm calling. Of course, my beauty partner, Mama Gen Z. We call her Olori. She's in the building. Good morning to you.
Beautiful morning, Joy. How are you?
I'm fine. I love the brown. I think it's coffee brown and black, and it just comes with this. Is it kisses? I'm just seeing all over and all calm. Well, good morning.
She always has something to say.
I would definitely have something to say.
She always has something to say.
Good morning.
It's a beautiful morning, viewers at home. We love to be here, and one thing I want you to know today is that today is another beautiful day, and because it's a new day, you have to take every chances that you have. Don't let you slide you by without having something tangible you can grab, so hold on to. It's very important. It's a new day, don't look at it like, oh, it's just another Wednesday, Jerry. It's another midweek. The week is already Wednesday. No. Something is out there for you. So the moment you take it upon yourself to go all out and put your mind to it and set your heart at something, I tell you, you will achieve something. It may even be something you've been seeking for so long, and just try it today and suddenly you'll get there. So don't take it as every other Wednesday, like every other day. Just hold on to something and make it meaningful. My name is Olori Adejoke Admidavid. My friends call me Olori AJ. Today is going to be another wonderful day, and I'm sure you're ready. You are indeed settled. If you're not, grab something and sit down. Okay? You're on the go. Yes, we are. So call your friends. Just send them a notification that we've started. If you have not activated your notification button, it's time for you to join us on all our social media platforms. God bless you even as we continue.
Yeah, I love the calmness. God bless you. God bless us all, even as we continue.
The tension out there now.
No, there is a lot of tension. There is a lot of tension.
I was watching a medical doctor yesterday. She was advising on how you can actually stay healthy, drink lots of water, sleep. It's very important. If you know you have deprived yourself certain hours of sleep, even if during the day and you're less busy,
make out time to sleep.
Make out time to just, meet up with it. Then stay away from excesses of everything. Don't take too much ready. She was just, like that. And after everything, check your BP level, make sure you drink lots of water. The last thing she said, and make sure you give your life to God.
That's very important. Give your life to God.
Because I tell you, he's the owner of your body, your soul, your everything. Even we doctors, we are only caring. It's God that heals. And we are trying our best because the workload now is so much.
There is a lot of tension out there, and it's because naturally we have conditioned our mind towards the end of the year to have that tension. So it takes one who is conscious to realize that this is a yearly thing. Just like when you have a pregnant woman for 9 months, and then that 9 months you're looking for funds. What have you been doing all throughout the pregnancy? So for me, I just realized that the reason why there's so much tension out there is because the festive period, everybody, everybody's rounding up the year. So what are they showing to end the year? That's that anxiety of, the year is ending, what will people, and you don't let people put you under pressure. It's not really what we like, it's what will people, what would they say? So why would you live your life because people want to say something? So for me, I think that's where the issue is. Don't forget, life is not about competition. It's not about competition, it's about you.
And if you started this year with us, I mean in this country, on family and values, you should know that the economy from the beginning has been very, very challenging.
And the good thing is, in January we actually dished out tips that could help you. So if, like Olori said, if you join family and values from the onset and you followed, you understand. Do we have any birthday shout outs?
Yes. Okay. Happy birthday to my person. Happy birthday to him. Alhaji Wasiu Alabi Ajibola.
I think it's been against
boss. Happy birthday. This person is my person. So I go I'm happy. When you know person, different from when you see them from afar. So a big shout out to Alhaji Wasiu Alabi Ajibola Odetola Pasuma. All of you know him. Today is having another year, so please go to his page and start.
No, you should send gifts. Happy birthday to you from Family and Values.
Happy birthday. And also he'll be doing his 40 years on stage.
Yes, so I think he even has a performance somewhere.
He's already, I'm not sure that he's back, but he's been in UK for some time for some shows. So
okay, Pastor Maria, wishing
and to everyone celebrating today, and for every anniversary out there, wish you the very best. We love you, this Family and Values, so we always love to celebrate.
Yes, we always love to celebrate you. All right, on that note, let's go on our mini feature, because today's conversation, I pray we don't shake some tables. We try to be calm. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. From our mini feature, dealing with infidelity in marriage and relationship. I'm trying as much as possible to be calm, because this particular conversation, well, I don't want, we're supposed to have it on a Friday, but let's talk it here, because Wednesdays we deal with marriages, and it's one topic that has really over the times, brought issues. And this morning we have someone who will be gracing our seat for the very first time, our very first guest. And once it's our first guest, we have to read a little bit so you know where we are bringing them all the way from. This morning we have Daniel Gumbe Balami in our midst. Yes, of course, he has his he's a microchemist. That's how we used to call them. They are the bookwormers. Anyway, he is a member of the Daystar Business Community who completed Daystar Leadership Academy Advanced Level. He's a certified marriage. Now note that he's a certified marriage and relationship coach, all the way from United States of United States of America, a certified mental health and addiction therapist, also from US. Of course, he is a graduate of Kenneth Hagin's Rhema Bible Training College. That's a wonderful one. Well done to you. He is married to a very wonderful woman, an evangelist, Evangelist Esther, and he is blessed with kids. Of course, she has her own ministry running, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thank you very much for
It's
gracing
so
our
good to be
occasion
here.
this morning.
Thank you for
Thank you.
joining us.
And thank you for joining us within a very short notification, because I know I had to like a short one, and I'm grateful you're here. Thank
the value
you.
that will be created.
Yes,
I
I love that, for the value that will be
Thank
created.
you.
That's what
Thank
family
you
and
so
value
much.
is all about. So thank you.
Thank you.
I usually have something I pick from my guests. Since you came, I've been looking at you. It's not your wristwatch. Okay, maybe it's your car. No, I know what I'll collect from you. No, first time I know what I'll get from. I know what I'll get from Daniel
Maybe you take
Balomi.
his hat.
I know. I don't want it. It matches what he's putting on, so I don't want
Anyway,
him
I know
to
you
be
will
off.
not go naked. That one is what I'm starting
Good
with.
morning to you. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. Now, I know you're from the northern parts of Nigeria, and we hardly have guests from that part, you know. Now, I want to ask, coming from that side, what's your post delicacy? Not to be precise. You know, I thought I'll travel to Bondo just to go and know that your state. At least, if I get there, what's the first food you give me when you get to Bondo?
I'll give you Fura.
I don't want fura. I don't want fura. I don't want fura.
Why?
No,
You
no.
don't want?
I've tasted it once and I don't like it. And maybe
Yeah,
I don't.
sure,
Maybe it's a
Chikapa.
present. Too.
Two.
I've had two
Yeah,
once.
cook.
Is there nothing?
Okay,
Chewable,
we have
like
fish.
Now you're
it's more
talking
like it.
fish.
Yeah, I love the fish.
The best dry fish comes from that.
Yeah.
Yes, I see them not.
the
That's
area
it.
I love.
So maybe
That
that's what
fish,
we guess.
Without
Well,
any
I
other
reserve
thing,
the
you are
best
full.
for
You
the-
reserve the best. All right, thank
So
you
good to
very
have
much.
you
So
this
good to. So
morning.
this morning we are dealing with infidelity in relationship, in marriage,
Yeah.
to be precise. I don't want to go about relationship because, I mean, those ones they are still finding their path. But in marriage, you've said the I do, you've loved this person, you've understood this person. Some have lived for 20, 30 years, and you still say those things in them. Now, I want to ask this. Why do partners cheat? Even when they claim to say, I love you. Even when they walk down the aisles with this person and do all the vows. Yes. 6 months into the marriage. Some 1 month, some 2 months. And you see the partners cheating. Now, we are not being gender, because we are talking across both genders. Because before, there will be stereotype, but we are seeing that it's like a competition between both genders, you know. But why do partners truly cheat with each other?
So, perhaps I will go one step back
Okay.
to say what is cheating before we even say why do partners cheat. Yeah. Yeah, what is infidelity? What is cheating? I hope I can draw examples from
Yes, you can. Why?
You know, if you go to the Bible, Matthew 5:28, Jesus said, if you look at a woman lustfully, you have already committed infidelity with her. You have not touched, you have not gone, you have not anything. You just look at her and say, how I wish I can have this one. You have already done it.
Yeah.
So that is the depth of what it could be to be unfaithful. When we say, oh, somebody was caught or somebody committed, you know, it's like sealing a deal that has been in process. The infidelity is not committed when the act happened. The infidelity is committed when the decision to commit the act is made. The act itself is just sealing the deal or a decision that has been previously made that I will do this. Yes, there could be exceptions of people who probably they found themselves in an environment that generated that act. But most of infidelities are committed before the opportunity to physically consummate the act.
Oh.
Yes. So it's probably I would say it's a foundational thing.
Okay.
It's a foundational thing. So why do people commit it? Let me say, why did I not commit it? So for me, growing up as a very young man, right from when I was in primary school, I had a grandfather who, whenever we visit him, will tell us two things. He will say, first, learn something that you can use to support your life. And don't just learn one thing. In fact, the funny one that sometimes he will tell us is, he will say, sometimes you may have to learn to lie because you don't know when it will get you out of trouble. And we will laugh. Say, Grandpa, how will you tell us to? But he was just joking. But the most important one is, he sowed a seed in my heart while I was still in primary school. He said, for no reason should you sleep with another man's wife. I didn't know what a wife is. I was in primary school, maybe around 7, 8 years. But this man diligently sowed that seed into my life up to when I completed secondary school. Each time we go, he must mention that thing to me. So I had that foundation already set in me that this is a no-go area for me. So it is not something I thought of doing even when I grew up. It does not mean that opportunities did not come up, but it was not a thing that I had a desire for. So when the opportunity comes, it passes. So some people have that type of foundation, and so they don't easily fall into the temptation for infidelity. There are some really don't have that foundation, but as they grow up, their faith. Now I'm saying their faith because we have different faiths.
Yes, yes.
I don't think there's any particular faith of the few I know that specifically encourages infidelity. There is sometimes people may find it as a legally right thing to do, but most often it is not a morally right thing to do. Yeah. So there could be justification, but that doesn't make it
moral.
Yeah. So coming to the question now, why do people commit infidelity? From when I had the invitation yesterday, I just thought through the whole thing, and for me, the first thing is perhaps ungratefulness. Ungratefulness. Not being satisfied with what one has. A grateful heart will always cherish what is at hand, and will never set an eye but on what belongs to another person.
Gratefulness.
Yes.
Okay, that's summarized it on gratefulness. Yes.
We're not grateful.
So there could be other things. For me, the foundation starts from there.
I mean, that's the foundation.
Yes. Once there is ungratefulness, other ingredients can
now give
like
the justification.
Like contentment.
Yes.
Can we say contentment comes in?
Right. So when you are grateful, discontent cannot set in.
Cannot set in.
But when you are ungrateful, discontent can set in. Something like coveting.
Yeah.
Can
Another
start.
man's,
Yes,
and not even
yes.
that's how the Bible said it.
Yes.
Do not covet another man's wife. All right.
Okay. Daniel, the man that was it from.
That was it from the lion's den.
Okay. Let me go to another level, or by asking, what are the emotional consequences? And because fidelity is wild,
Very, 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 very.
we cannot
very.
finish everything
It's
because
not
our
that.
time is so limited.
Yeah.
But what are the consequences of infidelity in marriage? Emotional consequences now.
Yeah. So, when infidelity is committed, the victim, the victim is, so if a married man, for example, commits infidelity, the victim of that act is the wife. He is not the victim. The victim of that act is the wife. So the first, which most people should protect when they are exposed to such thing, is not the first thing people protect. The first thing that should be protected when you receive such thing is to protect your mind. Because if the mind is not protected, wild
Imaginations.
or volcanic emotions can erupt
Erupts.
from there.
That mind.
And consequent upon that, the person may gradually, after the volcanic emotions have settled, the person can now set into depression. Yeah. So the first thing is, somebody's spouse has been exposed. It's real, it's true, it's not an insinuation. Somebody is committing this act. The victim should first say, okay, let me protect my mind. So the consequence is, the first thing is a damage. You talk about damaged relationship, those things can be repaired, but the mind, once the mind is, it takes longer.
To heal.
If somebody goes into depression, it takes much longer time
To heal, yeah.
to heal than to repair the relationship. So the greatest damage when infidelity is committed is actually people's
Mindset.
Yes, because you now find that when people start saying, I cannot trust again, it's something to do with
The mind.
Yes. I cannot. I feel hot. Yes, we feel hot through the heart, but it all comes through the mind. Everything that lands in our heart first comes to our mind.
It comes to the mind.
Yes.
On Sunday, we're discussing something similar.
All right.
And it went from infidelity to abuse in marriage and everything, like that.
Yeah.
And in a situation whereby it's difficult for one to make a decision, especially when it comes to the faith,
Yeah.
your belief, the church, the doctrine, the church,
Yeah.
your belief
Yeah.
in the word. Someone was like, no, you cannot. The Bible, when it said divorce in the book of Matthew, was saying is that it was because of your high-mindedness that Moses, that I beg people, your wala is so much. He's a stammerer,
Yeah.
and he gets easily angered. Okay, go.
Yes.
He gave you the authority.
In fact,
But
the
if you
Bible says it is because of the hardness of your heart.
Of your heart.
Now, but if you go down to 5:31 and 32,
Yeah.
he said that as much as there was any rancor at all that may lead or might want to lead to divorce, you can even still come back.
Yeah.
Now, you said something of the mind. That's why I'm bringing this
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
How long do you think this can heal? Because in the process of saying, I cannot forgive, it may affect them, both couples, psychologically, it can affect them, even mentally, sexually, communication-wise.
It degenerates into so
you
many
know,
things.
and so in those cases, the person who is the victim, who maybe the wife or the husband that the other spouse commits an offense, saying, my heart is still bitter. How long can do you think this should take? Or how long should that person wait
before
for that forgiveness? Because it will take a long process. And some will tell you, I don't think this can work again. Do we need to force it by our religious belief or by our own mindset?
No. Okay. You know, the build of the human being, God is so generous with a lot of things He has given us. He has given us something that is called temperament, where some people are choleric, some are sanguine, some are melancholy, some are phlegmatic. So those types, they also come to play. Based on our individual design, the rate at which we overcome issues is not the same. The way I describe it, some people are like a motorbike. They can just on the smallest space available.
True.
Some people are like a motor car. They negotiate a little bit in a bit. Yes. Some are like a truck. Okay. But some people are like a ship on the sea.
Before you can
long time.
Wow, I love that analogy.
Yes. So the individual should be appreciated within the context of his or her ability to transform and be supported through that process. Yeah. It should never be forced, because when you try to force it, you will now create another problem. You might get the person to, on the surface, said I'm okay,
but the inside the person is not.
okay.
All right, I'm going to hold you on that because we've gone a little bit behind. So let's go on our word of Mabu and possibly our vox pop. Let's hear what our viewers have to say concerning today's topic. We'll be right, don't go anywhere.
Truthfully, let's leave sentiments that's like of cheating husband that has money, because once there's money, I'll forget that thing you're doing. I'll just use your money and be doing something else, for shopping and all of that. I think money is the best. A
faithful partner who doesn't have money, because it's easier to manage, and well, you say less, you go to less. So I think that's that.
A faithful partner that does not have money, because I don't accept cheating no matter what, and it's all about money.
Okay, for me, if you have your own money, what you will need is someone that is faithful. Or even if you don't have, but at least as much as you are working, you need someone that is faithful. Money is not everything. Money is not everything, because that person giving you money tomorrow, one betrayal can make you forget all those money that you have been receiving. So that is it. So I prefer someone that is faithful to a cheating partner that gives me.
Come back, we have been discussing dealing with infidelity in marriage and relationship. Let's just put relationship there, but we are focusing on marriage. Now, that was our vox pop. And to my very first gender, I love the fact that the vox pop was balanced. We had 2 men and 2 women. But the first one, my gender, she didn't disappoint though. She said, I will go for money. You will go for money. Because according to her, she said, if I have money, if there is money, I'll forget about the cheating. It's very easy for her to say. So for her, money can buy her happiness. And I love the other one. The other one said, no, I don't want money. I want a faithful partner. Now that brings me to my question. Can marriage survive even after infidelity has occurred and trust broken? Taking a take from the first lady that said she would prefer a cheating partner that has money, So for her, even if she get, they are the type that can marry deceased wife, that can become wife number 6, as long as she's living that luxury life. But how genuine is her happiness? Sincerely deep inside, how do you? Because I'm talking based on my life, the thoughts. No matter the money, there's that place of loneliness. There's that place that you need, and you're not in your mindset. You know that he's with maybe Mr. B, or he traveled with Mrs. A, and they are having fun, and you are here. For me, I'm feeling like, just some mental issues will be going on. Thank God, mental this thing. But can marriage survive after infidelity has occurred and trust broken? We've seen real cases that, I mean, I know one that somehow, but it was never the same. Suspicion came in, a lot of things, because you know, we human beings, you're always having our reserved questions. Then to you, the expert.
Okay, so can it
survive? Marriage, yes.
The answer would be yes, but does it? You know, can means is it possible? It is possible. Let me just give you an example. It might not be a very common thing. There's somebody I know of who is in real life, and I know the person. He caught the wife red-handed with another man, and took her, put her in the car home, sat her and asked, "What is your problem? What do you want?" Yeah. He did that like 2-3 times. The wife could not understand the type of man he is. Eventually, she packed her things and left the house because she could not. Fear. She could not. And the man really had no ill thoughts towards her.
He was like, "Tell me your problem, let me work on it."
Just don't want to lose her salvation. Let's stay. Listen, we already have children. Let's stay. That's it. Okay. The husband is a Christian, a good Christian, and he practiced what the Bible teaches. Yeah. Now, is it something that many people are able to do? The answer is no. Even before I got married, I made up my mind that thank God I have a God-fearing wife who fear God more than she fear me.
I love that.
But I made up my mind that infidelity is not going to be something I will worry myself about, because I know I don't have control over it. Yeah. You know, a lot of times people worry themselves over things they have no control over. If you want to count one thing that any spouse doesn't have control over, it is infidelity. You can't stop it, so why worry about it? That doesn't mean that we should allow it to happen. No. Yeah. So the Bible teaches forgiveness. Even when Jesus was saying, except on basis of marital unchastity, he's saying if you are not able to forgive, and the Bible says forgive so that your Father will forgive you. You know, the words of the Bible, yes, they are interwoven. You can't pick one and leave the other. So you cannot forgive your unfaithful spouse, and you want God to forgive you. He has said, if you don't forgive, I will not forgive you, which means you are going to live in unforgiveness. Okay, and that is one thing that a believer must never allow himself to live in. Because if you go to Mark 11:25 and 6, it is very strong on unforgiveness. Because 23 says, when you pray, ask. Okay? Then 24 says, when you ask, believe. But 25 says, but when you pray, if you have any grievance, you must forgive. Which means he will draw a line and say, okay, from this day on, I may not be able to ask God for anything.
Well, because I'm living in unforgiveness.
Not forgiven.
So, for your own sake, forgive. For your own sake, forgive. And now, parents can be very, very selfish, because when these things act, sometimes they forget about the children.
That's where I'm going. So before you go there, let me comment. How does infidelity really come in to affect parenting? You were about to go into that, so I have to hijack it from you, because today, Wednesday, we talk about those who are still dedicated to those who are still very much into marriage already, about to marriage or walking towards it. How does infidelity affect parenting? In a situation whereby, like I said, it will affect psychologically, mentally, communication-wise, emotionally, financially, sexually, and it will affect the seeds that God has placed into their hands when that happens. Because if a man, some man will still hold his head and say, yes, I'm the head of this house. You know, I could not, I'm not saying all. I'm the head of this house, I begged you, and it seems you are not looking in my direction, you're not taking it. And so sometimes even when the children seek to get certain things, they may even want to spoil the children, just to get the children to their side. Because this our seed, they always see things. They see it. So if you pretend, if you think you can pretend to cover it up, they know when you are arguing or you're coding, your eyes, they know it. So how does this affect parenting when infidelity are setting? How? And how do you think they need to resolve it? Because our time is fast spent.
Yes, so it largely destroys the family if it happens, and most especially when it is not resolved. You know, it's one thing for it to happen.
No, nothing
It's
for it to
another
be
thing for it to be
resolved.
resolved. Yeah. So, like in the case I just cited, the man did everything to make sure that for the sake of the children, they stay together. Okay? But the wife would not.
Was it guilt that
It's probably guilt that drove her out of the house. Probably.
Of what she had done.
Yes. So probably she could not forgive herself. She could not forgive herself. I say probably because really I did not sit with the husband or the wife to discuss it. So, but when you talk of parenting, the father has a role to play in the life of the child. The mother has a role to play. And the interaction of the two has a role to play. Now, when there is infidelity, that interaction is affected. Yeah. And if it is not quickly resolved, there is, except by some kind of divine grace, definitely the children, maybe some of them, because of their temperament or their disposition, they may be able to outgrow it. But you will find that probably one or two of the children could be affected, and it might take them a longer time in life to be able to turn around and be stable. But infidelity, of course, in the cases where the marriage is ended, definitely it means one of the parents will be bringing up the children, and the role of the other person will be missing. Yeah. No matter how you try to pad it, you know, the relationship between a biological child and his mother can never be covered by another woman.
Of course.
No.
Not that easy.
She can push it, she can try to make it up, but there is that thing that connects a child with the mother's womb and her breast that another woman.
But you know, as we quickly round up, I want to ask this, and this thing is something that, you know, I'm asking, like I've been asking. Why is it that men cheat? I'm putting it, why do you know, and they do it with so much ego and confidence. We are polygamous in nature, we are this, we are that. Why do people cheat? I feel like if you have something aside the ungratefulness, because I'm thinking in this conversation, why are you cheating? Why? Just like the scenario you gave us, the man is asking, what do you want? If it's my fault, let me work on it. If the problem is me, so why are you cheating? And you can give an answer to it. So why do men cheat?
Okay, you know, Apostle Paul in Romans 12, 1 and 2 says, first, offer your body as a living sacrifice. But verse 2 says, do not conform any longer to the patterns of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You see, sexual satisfaction is a thing of the mind. It's not a physical thing. If it is in the mind that you are satisfied, you will not go out and look for it. A lot of men, one, may not have that foundation of discipline. They may not even have that value. You know, value is what drives our life, whether we are conscious of it or not. It is value. So, if you grow up and you value the fact that it is okay to sleep around, that is what you will do. If you grow up and you have a value inherent in you that it is not okay, it will not be okay. But a lot of men, out of simple, some may just be ungratefulness will not be away from it. Ungratefulness because
some is just wanting to eat different soups at different things.
Some is not really. If somebody does that, you will start. If the person is a Christian, you will start questioning
the person's belief. All right. Anyway,
so the last word that I will say is, whatever it is God has placed in your hand, if you nurse it, it will be what you desire.
It will be what you desire.
There is no self-made person that has everything that is needed in this life. So that means at a point we draw the line and say, I am contented with it.
All right, it tells us that none is perfect. We are all building to what we have. All right, thank you very much for being our guest this morning on the show. We really appreciate you. Thank you for being here just within the short notice. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you for joining the fellowship.
Thank you so much.
It's another wonderful time with you, sir.
Thank
We
you
hope
so much.
to have more coming.
I will drag him by God's
It's another beautiful day, and we hope that the discussion we had today has gone deep into your spine. Yeah, to your spine. Whether you're male, you're female, we pray God will help you. And God will give you the heart of gratitude and contentment. With whatever you have chosen, whatever you have solemnly swear, in death, in sickness, in health, to death do us part. So, hope to see you tomorrow. Have a splendid day ahead from me. My name is Remy Olori. Bye for now.
All right, thank you so very much for joining us this Wednesday to discuss dealing with infidelity in marriage and relationship. Tomorrow is Healthy Thursday, where we'll be talking about healthy diets, because December is by the corner. A lot of you now want to end your dieting. Don't worry, let's have that conversation tomorrow with our medical team in the house. I'll be doing justice to that topic. Thank you so much for being a part of Family and Values this morning. I love you. My name still remains Princess Joy Ayo. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.